Eat everything that's placed in front of you. So what does that mean? Is it talking about food? So the character Jesus said, eat everything that's placed in front of you. Now, some occult rituals is where they have to eat shit. I've read, I have no idea, but they have to eat feces. But these creatures are so obsessed with the idea of joining some kind of group to gain some kind of favour, they would do it. But that's not what it means. As you're going about your daily life, what's in front of you? What's being put in front of you? What's it saying to you? What are you doing? I walk around, I'm looking around, and I'm eating, and I'm chewing the cud. It's continual. In the beginning it can be quite tiresome because it's just coming at you so fast, these realizations. Real eyes. But, some of those manifestations are rainbows. There's fucking rainbows everywhere because of this COVID shit. But you want to see the rainbow in there. Anything that manifests in this physical plane has manifested first in here, and then it becomes physical. So humanity is going to reap what it has sown. That's why they're so big on subliminal programming. There was a bottle of Diet Coke, and it had written on the side of it, recycle me, I'm 50% recycled. And I laughed, because I'm 50% my mum and 50% my dad. So I have been recycled, reincarnated. And recycle me, and people are reading that, I've got to do recycling, I've got to recycle. It's subliminal programming. But if they're not conscious of it, they won't question it. So I was looking at that bottle, recycle me, so you can fuck right off, I'm done. I'm done. Reduce the carbon footprint. So there's a lower understanding of that and a higher understanding. The lower understanding is to look at the populations of the world, the way things are. And some people say there's too many people. Some say there's more than enough. I'm not going to get into a debate about it. Make up your own mind. But reduce the carbon footprint. Let's kill 9 out of 10. Now some might say, that's an attractive proposition. I can't stand traffic jams. And going to the supermarket is fucking nauseating when you're surrounded by dead people. But when you get rid of the 9 out of 10 and you're the remaining 1, you've still got that pyramidal hierarchy. There's less people, easier to control. Fuck that. That's the road they're going down. So let's look at things from an individual perspective, not from a group perspective. This is about you, the individual. So let's look at yourself. How about reducing your carbon footprint? Well, how the fuck do you do that? Well, you meditate. You transcend the physical. The physical is carbon. You're a carbon-based life form, whether you like it or not. You're an animal. Animali. You're an animated spirit. Your body is animated by your light body, whether you're conscious of it or not. If that energy wasn't there, you're dead. But you need to elevate your consciousness to re-engage with your light body. And then the journey goes further, because the light body is then online. It will start showing you things. It will put you in positions where things are placed in front of you, and it's a message for you specifically. And you've got to interpret it. And it can be a bit daunting, but it's really simple. It is what it is. It requires little thought. You recognize it, and then you go, now I understand. Your eyes will be directed by your subconscious, the divine feminine, Eve, that energy in your body, and your thoughts will be directed accordingly. You're unplugging from the matrix. You're waking up to what is really happening. You're waking up to the truth that is obscured from the masses. They can't see it, and neither do they want to see it. They couldn't handle it. It's just too far outside of their tiny, minuscule ability to even consider, let alone use reason and rationale. But anything that the collective imagines will be possible for them. What a fucking nightmare that's going to be. You've got children at the wheel of the dumper truck doing 100 miles an hour. So what's it all about? Why are these things manifesting in front of us? Rainbows, unicorns, mandalas, elephants. I went into a shop the other day and there was elephants everywhere. Fucking prints of elephants, statues of elephants, all this Eastern type of stuff. Oh, there you've got the Indian COVID variant, Indian mysticism. And I'm chuckling to myself. What are you doing? Where are your interests being directed? Because if it's been put in front of you and you're doing it and you're involved in it, then you need to turn that inwards to understand that that's a process that's unfolding inside you, the individual. People buying these compass and pencils and drawing geometric shapes. Painting mandalas, which Nikki loves to do. She's very creative, very creative. So if that's an expression that's manifesting in your own private reality, what's going on inside, that's where it's all at. And if it's manifesting in your physical, then that's a good thing. But you need to recognize it and see it within. See the mandala. You can see the mandala. There's the lights back on. And it's very vivid in its colours and it's moving. I read somewhere that each cell in your body has 0.7 volts. And you have something like 35 trillion cells. So you have something like, well, you basically have trillions of volts. The Chinese call this qi. They call it prana. Call it the kundalini. And basically what happens is that energy gets centered and it moves along the meridian, which is your 7 chakras, and it lights up the brain. And the brain is then able to think outside of the box, and it starts to understand things that have been hidden by a lowered state of consciousness. You are now thinking outside of the box. And then as you're meditating, you're able to direct energy in your body. And it's a kind of, for me, my personal experience of this is kind of like fumbling about. I've been given the keys to the 100-mile-an-hour dumper truck. And the engine's running, but there's no gear stick and there's no steering wheel. But I'm allowed to explore it, and I'm kind of looking at this vehicle. And it's stationary and it's running, everything functions, but the gear lever isn't there and the steel wheel isn't there, because this child needs to learn how to operate this metaphysical machine. And it's the spirit that guides you. You'll be meditating or just relaxing and close your eyes, then your breathing will change. And you'll be kind of noticing that your body's breathing its own rhythm. And then the breathing kind of is deep and it's fast. and you'll experience vibrations or a shift of energy between the heart and the brain. You'll have visions. You'll see things like looking through a green door. There's songs about this. What was his name? Shaking Stevens, What's Behind the Green Door, or something like that. And all these realizations come. And what can you do? There's nothing you can do. You just got to be a student. You've been initiated into the mystery school. That's what it's all about. And these things happen for you. And the spirit is teaching you. So what is the spirit? The spirit's consciousness, it's energy, it's your light body. It's your older brother, it's your neighbour. It's your own personal Jesus. Call it whatever you want. But you don't give the uninitiated keys to such things. It takes great responsibility. And then you can, when you start to move the energy around your body to take care of aches and pains. When I went for a walk on the Penny Fan, I walked up it in my sandals and I came down it barefoot. And I stood on a rock and hurt my heel. Not bad, it was just a bit of a twinge. So just 20 minutes of my eyes shut, just moving energy to my heel, and it's fine. It takes care of the pain. It allows the healing process. So I'm reassigning energy where I want it to go. So it's conscious repair. Could I heal others with this? I don't know. It'd be interesting, wouldn't it? It's about learning these things, and you learn it by experiencing it. And then you might look at a cut or something and think, that's unusual. Because that was really bad yesterday, and it looked really good today. How remarkable. And then you become more conscious of these things, and then your attention is more focused, and that's what it's about. Then you start seeing things like it's presented to you. Like the other week I saw the Merkaba, and it was like put in front of me, and it was spinning, and the light was fantastic. Truly mesmerizing, and I recognized it straight away. I knew what it was, and it was an intuitive knowing. The mind isn't there in this place. The mind is just silent now, and you're just watching. You have become a watcher. You have just become consciousness that is aware. So it's beyond the I am. So it's the I am, the individual, in a state of being. And then you become the awareness, which is everything. So I'm being shown this thing, and I'm aware of it. Okay. Reducing the carbon footprint. Applied to me, the individual. How do I reduce my carbon footprint? What, sell my car? It's not about any of that shit. It's about me being in the world but not of it. It's about me being both physical and metaphysical. The two witnesses is my mind and my higher self. It's not Moses and Ezekiel, as some religious morons like to preach. What would you do with the Merkaba? Well, when you spin it up, you're drawing on the trillions of volts. You are a fucking hurricane. You can terraform planets, and some of you will, with this applied energy. Like Jesus said, command the mountain to move and it will move. Of course, this is the mountain. But also, as above, so below, as within, so without. That was the that was the message from Hermes Thrice Majestic. So what would you do with such a capability? Manifest what you need. That's one. Heal. Yeah. Travel. Yeah. Where would you go? What would you do? You know all these UFOs, these strange lights they're seeing around. Are they really UFOs or are they macabres? Now these things are not bound by time. Define freedom. What freedom? Oh, being able to come and go as I please, to walk out my door unharassed, unmolested by costumed officialdom. It's not freedom, that's just going for a fucking walk. Free from thoughts of right and wrong. Free from the boundaries of physics. Free from the illusory sensory perception of three-dimensional reality and the fourth dimension being time. To be able to transcend all of those things. Because your essence is exactly that. The consciousness, the light energy that runs this, all of it, it is that. So you're experiencing, I've mentioned this before and I'll mention it again, you are experiencing the illusion of separation. It's an illusion. And that illusion is created by mental attachments. How many times have you reincarnated? How many brothers and sisters have you had? How many mothers and fathers have you had? How many girlfriends, wives and children have you had? And you've left them all. And it's these realizations, and when they really sink in, and you see things as they really, truly are, and you understand what's been put in front of you because you have been eating what's been put in front of you. You've been chewing the cud, and it reveals itself to you like a flower that opens. Fig tree, when the leaves are peeled back and there's a fruit inside. That fruit is the macabre. And then you understand that although those things aren't bad or good, that's just life, then why would you be attached to this, that and the other? And there's nothing wrong with these attachments, but if it's controlling you or stopping you from moving on, if you're sharing this in your day-to-day life with your partner, friends, family, they'll understand perhaps. What I've just said might sound really harsh, but this is the real. Now the physical's fun, but it can be fucking hard. And it's not hard because it's hard. It's hard because human affairs have turned it into a clusterfuck of epic proportions. This constant meddling. This constant interference by idiots in suits and ties, morons in fucking costumes. That shit's gotta go. And how long do you want to take part in this? How long do you want to be tied to this nonsense. At this stage of the game, there is absolutely no fear of death because death does not exist. Can't die. It's impossible. Your body dies. I'm not this body. It's just a fucking avatar. It's not even mine. Half of it's me mum's and half of it's my dad's. It's fucking hand-me-downs, for fuck's sake. Do you see? It's not mine. It's just a vehicle that I reside in for a limited period of time. I've just got to look after it as best I can. What happens if you've inherited a fucking right ruin? You're born with all sorts of ailments, all sorts of sufferings that you've inherited genetically. What if you can correct all that? What if you can even get beyond that? Do not attach yourself to the physical. Because you're not that. You're beyond that. This is what people need to realise. Need to realise that although, you know, physical interaction, it's fun and everything else, but that's not the essence. The essence is far grander. But the past 6,000 years has been the time of man. Intellect, ego, separated from the cosmos, the universal mind, the Father, the grand consciousness, the unified field. Call it whatever you fucking want. But that time of separation is coming to an end. So it's time for you to choose. Whose side are you on? Are you going to follow the ego intellect of blind guides? Or are you going to follow your own spirit and your own intuition? Intuition, to be taught from within. You were born with it. And this is your birthright. The universe will not deprive you of it. It's yours for the taking, and it will be freely given. Fuck's sake, man. These fucking lights. Fucking turn on. I had a message the other day, and it was talking about some ancient Sanskrit prophecy, saying that in the end times there will be people and they will talk using bad words. Yeah, I'm happy that I have fulfilled that prophecy for you. Do you want me to speak like a preacher, making long phylacteries? Fuck off. It will be given to you freely. Clean your house and go within and find the light. Listen, I am not a model human being. Alcohol, yeah, done that. Fighting, yeah, did plenty of that. Fucking, yeah, did that. Adultery, fucking hell, that was a sport for a couple of decades. What else have I done? Drugs, nah, didn't really flick my switch. Wasn't really my thing. Smoked a little bit of pot when I was a kid, but that was a long time ago. Liar, yeah, I've done that. Who hasn't? What else? I've done it. Fucking hell. You know, soldier. You know, not a pretty human being. But that was the illusions that you're trapped in. Get out of all that shit. The universe thinks I'm fine. The universe has deemed me perfect. Perfection in the eyes of the universe, not in the eyes of other human beings. Half of them are fucking dead anyway. This is your birthright. So fucking claim it. And stop pretending to be This is why the Love and Light Brigade does my head in, because the Love and Light Brigade, they produce a video, and some of the video might be interesting and informative, and then I read the comments, and you're like, no, fucking hell, man, it's just love and light. That's inside you, it's within you, it's not external to you. And pouncing around like, you know, like everybody's personal Jesus is just fucking farcical. And it's just the opposite, and it's just the other end of the spectrum, isn't it? It's like, oh, I'm an arsehole, I know what I'll do, I'll be really, really nice. That's not how this works. The instructions are simple. Clean your house and go within. You're alive. Wow. That means you're experiencing the gift of life. That's fucking awesome. You have consciousness. Wow. That means you have a light body. Wow. But you don't realise it yet. That's only because you haven't looked for it. You're not doing it. You're not doing what needs to be done. It will be given to you. You'll be shown it. And it takes time. And it takes time so your mind doesn't get fried. What is the point of being shown all these things in an instant if your mind becomes so fucked up you end up in a madhouse or a dribbling vegetable? This is really powerful stuff. We're talking trillions of volts here. You're talking about your consciousness realigning itself with the will of the unified field. People can't grasp this. They don't understand how big this is. It's not about your job. It's not about your fucking credit score. Stop pandering to the mind's worldly concerns. Stop pandering to the worries of the mind. Get beyond all that. Because that's what's stopping you making any progress. You might think, yeah, I'm meditating and I'm doing it. Stop fucking thinking. Start watching. And turn everything inwards. It's inside you. Nothing is outside of you. So when something's put inside of you, turn that inwards. And use your 5 senses to do it. And it will be revealed to you. Stop sending me fucking videos about stuff that's external to me. I couldn't give a fuck. I'm not in the world. I'm not part of it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And I know I'm an arsehole. I know I'm rude. And there's good reason for that. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Have you noticed that they are poisoning the pollution of billions of people's DNA? Reducing the carbon footprint by wiping out vast swathes of the population. It's already in full effect. Some of you might be thinking, yeah, we'll arrest the politicians and we'll throw them in jail, and yeah, and then they'll bring in the New World Order, one world government, and yeah, and everyone will be happy. This is bigger than all of that. It's bigger than that.